Greyhound trainer Robert Holt has around 9 litters of greyhounds to look after at any one time, as well as several retired dogs and a team of racers. He certainly has enough on his plate to keep him very busy.
Well, we start in the morning, 5:30, and boilers are lit. Then we start feeding racers, cleaning out. While Mick and Linda's doing schooling block, I start working my way around feeding pups. Racers are out then for a gallop. We feed them in good time, before 12 o'clock every day as racers, to be fair. Then if we are racing, nobody gets wound up waiting for the tea. The pups are all checked again, fed at dinner time, checked again in the afternoon. If we need anybody that won't gallop, we can put them up the gallop there from traps at top, which will be about approximately 300 metres. My dad's busy with his meat business, so I've always a good supplier of meat to feed everybody. So it works well, really. Linda's passionate about her grooming and looking after them. She gives them a lot of love. She treats every dog the same that's on camp. It doesn't matter whose dog it is. It all gets treated exactly the same.
It is an amazing place. There are literally puppies everywhere, and of course this is the main part of your business where people pay you to rear and school their pups, and probably the part that you're most passionate about as well.
Yeah, it is. I love to see them progress from come here at 12-week-old and then go home at 14 to 15-month-old, and hopefully they're going to be a potentially good racer for Sunday.
How would you sum up to me how I would rear and school a pup? What are the most important things?
Most importantly is to get them outside at 12-week-old, give them plenty of exercise, good food, clean bedding, make sure they can get out at cold and rain. They can stop. They don't have to be brought in on a night, long as they've got good shelter. And that's it really, and just a bit of care and attention really. Keep an eye on your job and make sure nobody's getting bullied. We bring them in, there's a litter of 8 pups there. We'll leave them together for another couple of weeks. If anybody's been a bit bossy to anybody else, we know which pen to put which 4 in then. And then they can hopefully enjoy the rearing really. I hope it's as good for pups as it is for us watching them grow up really. Yeah, everybody wants a good start in life, you don't want a bad start. I think the better start you have in life, the more chance you have of progressing to a decent racer later in time.
You mentioned that they need nice shelter, and I love the pigloos you've got here. That you find they work really well for you.
They do, yeah. They're insulated. They're made out of steel, so they're never going to rot. You never get any condensation on the inside. They're windproof. They're perfect, really. Fantastic, they are.
And also, you said your dad here is running a meat business, and he actually provides a lot of greyhound trainers with meat, which is a kind of mutually beneficial business for you having that here, because it means that you get mates rates, I'm assuming, on the food.
Yeah. I get my food dead cheap. Well, I get it for no, if truth be known, but anyway, there you go. But you can see that they're fed well. Everybody's chunky. That's what you want in a pup. You don't want a pup coming in out at paddocks racer. You want it to look like a pup, and then it's a chance to turn itself into a race dog then later in life.
And of course, another massive advantage you've got here is use of your own personal schooling track. Who has that privilege? It's amazing and obviously very, very beneficial for you.
It is. It's good for pups as well. They can hear air going round twice a week. So once they actually get up there, the noise don't bother them. Like I say, we always start them at 12-month-old. We might just do them once a week for a while. Once they've done a sprint trial, you can put them away then till as long as you want really. But as long as you've got that initial schooling done early on, I think that's the best. Well, it's always worked for me. I find that the best way to go.
You've also been sent some dogs who are maybe not so keen on chasing. Tell us what you do with them.
We usually let them go to air and eat a little bit of beef off it. We tie some beef on. And then what we'll do then is we'll hand-slip them twice a week to the air with beef tied on it so that they think there's a treat there at the end of it.
And that works for you?
It's worked up to now. We've had a lot of good results with people. So If it ain't broke, you don't need to fix it really.
How important is the massive paddocks that you've got here for them to run around in?
It's important. I mean, no matter how you rear a pup, you're going to risk injury. I mean, that's inevitable. But luckily, the paddocks up there seem to run well, and we haven't had any severe injuries. To be honest, you know, you've got to keep them moving. They have to have that freedom to run, to build that muscle up and that stamina.
And there's a lot of thought goes into what you're doing. So, for example, when you move pups through your system, they move from one area of your kennels to another, you'll then give the area they've been in a chance to recover, particularly the outdoor paddocks.
Yeah, you've always got to make sure that you give your bigger paddocks up there plenty of time to grass over for when your younger ones come through. And again, then you've got to make sure you've enough kennel space for the dogs that you're going to be bringing in out at field at 11-month-old. So you can take a few in for schooling, but you can't take too many in because you've got to look after the people that's got dogs with you in the first place.
Obviously, you've had success as a trainer, most recently winning the Select Stakes. If I said to you, you could train a Derby winner or you could rear and school a Derby winner, which would you take?
Both. I'd love to think I could rear one and school one on for Sunday. That'd be fantastic. But I mean, it's the highlight of any man that's a trainer to see his own dog win a Derby.